morning. Welcome to chaos. Last time you saw me, I was in the lovely city of New York. I didn't stay in there for very long in my truck. And it started getting a little stir crazy. Between the humid nights of sleeping without this comforter, like it was sweaty back here. Also, my battery completely died, which in turn caused my fridge to de-thaw, my cheese wheel, my lobster, and my king crab in here. So my truck literally smells like a fish market right now. My wiring for my fridge failed. It's an absolute mess. But really, I just miss home. I miss being home. Also, I hate staying at hotels so much. It's like my biggest pet peeve. I spent $220 last night at a hotel in some random town I've never even heard of in New Jersey, Elizabeth. The furnace or air conditioning unit or whatever that was in my room was just ticking. I wake up this morning and they have the audacity to tell me that continental breakfast for a buffet is $10, and then they also have hot food items you can add on. I'm like, $10 for like a little Danish and an apple? You got like cut grapefruit from last week? There comes a point when you're on a trip that it just isn't as enjoyable anymore. And over the last couple days, I've been feeling that.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry.
No worries.
We had a catastrophe.
A whole catastrophe? I'm from Minnesota.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm on a road trip.
Nice. Where are you headed to?
Heading back home, actually. Getting a little homesick.
Nice. So you've just been all over the place?
I've been on the road for 3 months. Yeah.
Nice.
That white truck out there, I've been sleeping on and off in that thing for like 3 months, yeah.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Jackie.
Now, you just have a real safe trip going back to Minnesota.
I'll do my best.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Right. Okay.
You have a good one. Thank you. Well, can't make this up. Look who decided to join the party. Oh boy. Do not need that right now. And I gotta hopefully it's just from the oil change. Please just be an oil change. Yeah, do you have any availability for an oil change?
Yeah, if you want to pull around right in front of that first door.
Okay. My check engine light just came on. I'm thinking it's probably just from the oil, but I got a pretty long...
Okay, if you did get a couple minutes here.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. I got 18 hours to drive back to Minnesota, so I just want to make sure stuff's super safe.
Oh, that's a long trip.
Yeah.
I've never been to Minnesota. I went all the way out to North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would that bullshit?
Minnesota's gorgeous.
Well, we only got motor lights so far.
Okay.
Everything else is good. What it's doing is scanning every sensor, everything in this truck it's scanning.
Appreciate you sneaking me in. Yeah, have a good one, guys. What was your name?
Mike.
Mike?
Nice to
Mavrik.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. What was your name? Bob? Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try. If I can make it another 8 hours today, I'll be happy. Check engine light is gone. They said I have a misfire for the first 1,000 RPMs, which is great. I feel like I could be like Stoic Mav and like push through you know, being 7 months on the road, there's not really a part of me that wants to. It's getting hotter out, so it's getting a little more uncomfortable to be in that small space without air conditioning, and I just miss having my place. I also have some projects I want to get started on, like fixing up Steve or working on a Humvee. Or fixing my truck. Apparently. Except that was a fluke. Also, maybe you don't know this, but that pole barn that I ended up grabbing last year actually is a big enough lot to build a house on, so I don't know. Who knows what the world has for me. I need to find some food. Hopefully it has some food for me. Berry dangles? Oh, barbecue? Peace the f out. Taking a little bit of a detour for some barbecue. Whoa. Not a damn chance. It was busting.
On the road again. Yeah.
One of the other things that I'm getting pretty sick of is spending money on hotel rooms and getting sick. Whereas I do like to buy a hotel room to treat myself every now and again, like maybe once a month, it's been getting a little bit ridiculous, especially this month, because I've been sick twice. And me being idle, spending upwards of $230 to $250 a night while I'm just trying to get better, was a sure set way to make me go stir crazy. Also, judge me all you want, but it's 7:30 at night and I am so tired. I'm going to bed, man. It's not like my at-home life's gonna change up much of what I'm doing right now. It's just I'm gonna be able to tackle a lot of responsibilities, like maintaining my properties and just camping around home. I want to go fishing in my boat. I want to see the couple friends that I have in Minnesota, and I miss Minnesota summer. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to change my content up, because ultimately, being outdoors, camping, changing up vehicles, working on stuff is just what I like to do. But it is going to give me a sense of grounding, at least for a short period of time. Before I get stir crazy again, I want to go on the road. That's just the nature of how I am. 14 hours to go. We got this. Maybe not all today, but we got it. Be home at 8 p.m. Maybe I could do it all today.
Seen in geological perspective, we are fossils in the making.
Being able to decide when you've just had enough and just dropping everything without much repercussion is probably my favorite thing about this on-the-road lifestyle, because you're not really tied to anything. You don't have a hotel night that you booked, or you don't have to spend money on something. Of course, it's nice to have those amenities, but there's nothing stopping you from just, one day being like, well, I want to settle down, or I want to go home. And so I'm very much exercising that muscle right now. All right, we got a new thing going on right now. My Ford is excluding this energy, and that usually means that my camshaft is out or my wheels are not balanced, which honestly is probably the case. The good news is it only starts doing it once it's up at 70, so we should be able to make it home. It's always something, isn't it? 10 hours. 10 freaking hours. That's what we got to do.
Take it to the dance floor and start listening to me. Yo, let me apologize for the other night.
Alright, the last bill of the road trip. 1,900 miles. We're finally coming to an end. We're at the last 250. I'm doing the whole thing tonight. I'm only 4 hours away. As I'm getting closer to home, one of the things that I'm realizing that is definitely draining about being on the road and something that I'm looking forward to not having to worry about is like just the amount of work that goes into finding a place to stay and like just not feeling like you belong anywhere, I guess. Because if you think about it, you have to find like a parking place to sleep, and sure, sometimes they're isolated, but when you're in like a city or something, you go find your spot. You have to drive around for transportation during the day. Usually you can come back and your spot can be taken, or maybe there's not parking on that certain street during that time of day, so you have to move around, or you have to go get groceries or whatever. It's something that I overlook when I'm at home, but now I always have an appreciation for when I get back after a long trip. Om sweet om. Oh there. Oh there. Oh. Yep. It's not much, but it'll work. "13 hours later, we did it. Now on to whatever life has to offer us here in Duluth. I'm excited to be back home. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. And goodbye. Keep on trucking.